Winters are coming here in Gilgit, but I'm feeling a little bit tired, lost of interest, lazy nowadays. But this is not the first time I'm feeling like this. If I see my past 5 years, I have spent them as a boarding student in Murray Hills, which is specially known for its coldness, and I feel the same thing there as well. Every year, whenever this winters comes there. Do you also feel the same thing like this when winters come? If you are really feeling like this, then here comes a question that why do we feel lonely when winters come? Why all of the greatest poets feel sad in their poetry when winters come? Here I have decided to ask some questions from some of my friends doing some sort of experiment. Hi Ahmed, how are you?
Hello Iqtidar, I'm good.
Assalamualaikum.
Hello, how are you, man?
Yeah, it's great. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good.
Do you get lonely in winters?
Yes.
Yes, I do. It happens with me a lot. Yes.
Yeah, somehow I get lonely in winters.
I have no specific reason that why do I get lonely and feel sad during winter.
Answer to this question is
I believe that the evenings of winters are quite depressing.
it's too cold, and this is one reason that we feel lonely.
Winters is just like you are sitting in your bed and having the quilt on you and using phone, and you don't have physical one-to-one interaction with people as such in winters.
Why all of the greatest poets feel sadness in their poetry when the winters come?
But what I think is poets are usually those people and that part of community which are maybe sad.
Winters bring, the memories or somehow the memories that we don't want to remember. If since November, December, January, and February are the months of the winter season.
November, December, in these months, especially in these months, the poets gets. These are the months of the poetry.
There are two types of poets. One who are motivational poets like our national poet Alama Muhammad Iqbal, and others are the poetry, romantic poetry, and the poetry about lovers, etc.
In winters, they write their heartiest poetry in words.
And these months are technically, somehow quite sad because, there are certain memories attached with these months. So maybe that's the reason. Maybe they have lost someone very close to their heart. So maybe that's the reason. Darkness of the winters are somehow related with the darkness of life.
After doing some research, I have found that this feeling lowness in winters is called winter blues, generally. And in science, it is known as the seasonal affective disorder. And coincidentally, its abbreviations make sad too. Seasonal affective disorder was formally described in 1984 by Norman E. Rosenthal and some of his colleagues at the National Institute of Mental Health. Seasonal affective disorder is a very common mood disorder in which a person with a normal mental health releases the depressive symptoms at the same time every year, and that is happen mostly in the winters, like oversleeping, loss of interest, having little energy, tiredness, feeling sad. When winter approaches, these symptoms become more severe because it mostly starts in fall and remain throughout the year. For winter depression pattern, you start feeling bad around October, November, and then you start feeling better around March, April. But this seasonal affective disorder happens in summer too, but that is much less common. Initially, the experts were very skeptical about this mood disorder, but now it is totally recognized as the common mood disorder that is seasonally linked with your human brain, like a repetitive cycle that comes in every winter, and it can come to any human. The medical professionals still haven't discovered exactly why the people get seasonal affective disorder, but we do have some idea that how it affects your body. So here are the two hormones in your brain. When they get imbalanced, you get seasonal affective disorder. One is serotonin, chemical that your brain produces, which is responsible for regulating your mood, reducing anxiety and depression. Serotonin production in your brain is always increased when you are exposed to sunlight, just like a vitamin D which produces in your body when you get sunlight. In winter time, short days and lack of sun causes a drop in your serotonin serotonin production. So this can cause an emotional disturbances like sadness and feeling loneliness in winters. The part of the problem is sunlight, because during the colder months you get very less sunlight because you spend most of the time indoors and the sun spent very less time in the sky. As you can see that a small change in the environment has a huge impact on the biology. And second hormone your brain produces called melatonin. It helps to regulate your sleep-wake cycle and it's created in response to darkness. For example, when your melatonin levels are healthy, you wake up and fall asleep at appropriate hours without any disturbance. With seasonal affective disorder, it's always released at the wrong time because it's dark outside more often, due to which a decrease in melatonin production takes place, which causes tiredness and disturbs your sleep-wake cycle, which affects your circadian rhythm, which is actually your body internal clock. It tells your body when it should be tired, when it should wake up. So sunlight is one of the ways your circadian rhythm stays on track, especially in the morning when light helps your body internal clock to understand it's daytime. But low light in the winter time can confuse your circadian rhythm. So that's why you mostly feel oversleeping in winters. So let's come towards the preventions, and there are many ways to stop this mood disorder, but here I will share only my 2 tips which I really experience, which really helps me in making my mood better, active, energetic. So first is exercise. I haven't walked since winters came here in Gilgit. So one day luckily I have to collect some footages of the evening time of my village. So I have decided to, after taking my classes from the university, I will go back to my home by my foot. So after taking my classes on that day, I take my footages, I reach home, and the amazing thing is that I was feeling very energetic. I was really in a good mood, which I never experienced before in winters. So after doing some little research, I found that the exercise, the walking, release your chemicals in the form of endorphins. So releasing of this endorphin chemicals regulate your mood. It makes you feel energetic. Second is the light therapy, which is sitting very next to the bright lamp, specifically built for the seasonal affective disorder relief, which helps to regulate your chemical imbalances in your brain, which I have discussed before with melatonin and serotonin. In Gilgit, I don't have this facility, so I had developed my very local system of doing light therapy with the bulbs, with the sunlight bulbs. So these two are the bulbs which I have fixed especially for this light therapy. It gives me energy, activeness, and I really like this. Here I found a really amazing advice in Islam because I'm a Muslim. So there is a quotation of Hazrat Ali. Hazrat Ali is remembered as one of the greatest Islamic scholars. He's remembered as the wisest of wise and the bravest of brave among a long lineup of rulers in the history of Islam. He quotes that I will suggest you to take care of yourself. Winters are coming, so take care of yourself and bye bye then.